What's up, people? It's your man Urban Lover coming from your mama's basement. Before we start this segment, it's going to be short. Just letting you guys know, thank you for all the guys that hit me up on Twitter, checking on my whereabouts and where I've been and stuff like that. I actually have I have some surgery going on, and you'll probably notice the way I talk. A lot's been going on with me, but hopefully everything will be okay. I'm still going through the surgery. It'll probably be almost a year by the time it's finished and done, and I'm hoping and praying everything be successful. So as I talk, you might hear slurs and you might hear like hisses and stuff like that, or I might not be able to pronounce certain letters or certain words, but just bear with me. I'm a Lakers fan, and I just want to get the information out there because at the end of the day, I love the Lakers and I want to talk about them. So with that being said, let me get right into it. But furthermore, I want to let you guys know I do have 3 videos that I'm supposed to drop like two I'm supposed to drop like a month ago. I never got a chance to drop them. I said on 12 I'm going to drop them, but I never got around to it. I wasn't physically capable of dropping them. And then the one I did when with the Andrew Bynum situation. So I'm gonna drop those 3 videos, but just keep in mind those videos are kind of old. So when somebody get on there and say, "Hey, Urban, these videos are old," these things already took place. Remember I said here that those videos are like 2 of them are a month behind, and the recent one is like I think 3 weeks or 2 weeks behind, something like that. But anyway, I didn't really get the chance to see the first preseason game. I've been busy, and also with my my surgery and everything, and just been a lot going on in my life. But the second one I got an opportunity to see. Now, before I go into my criticism, always remember this is just preseason. Preseason is basically just to see what we got and the team learning from each other. New faces on the team, so you're trying to try to see what mesh and what works. Now, a big thing I want to say, first and foremost, I always say before, I like to pick up a Javale McGee. He's physical, good defender, probably came with his feet as quick, but he's pretty good, and he's been, basically these 2 games, he's been looking pretty good. And I know, everybody waiting for him to fall on Shaq and the Fool, but right now, the guy has been doing pretty good at the center spot. And he actually came out and said that the league, they're trying to phase off the centers. I've been saying it over and over again. I like the old traditional style of basketball. I'm really not a big fan of the, shoot first, dunk second type of plays. It's more like a game style, like a video game style of play to me. But JaVale McGee to me right now has been like the apple of my eye. I've been watching him and I like him. I liked him when he was in Denver, when they played against the Lakers, and he was dominating. And his mom was in the audience at one time. But anyway. The one thing I don't like is Kyle Kuzma playing center. Do not like it. I've been saying this before in my last videos, way before the season even started, or this preseason started. Back in the last season, when I said I didn't like him at the power forward spot. Now keep in mind, Kyle Kuzma has been getting beat in the power forward spot. So keep that in mind. He'd be getting beat in the power forward spot, and they actually had Julius Randle playing the center spot, and sometimes the power forward spot. Remember Luke Walton were with this at the beginning of the season, where he had Kyle Kuzma playing the power forward spot and Julius Randle playing the center spot. Now I was one of the big ones that said that it's not a good move. They shouldn't have Kyle Kuzma playing the power forward spot because these experienced big guys are going to be dominating him in the inside, and that's basically what they were doing, being physical with him. Now they got him playing the center spot, which I think is also a worse idea by Luke Walton. I don't think he should play the center spot. If he's getting beat on the power forward spot, what make you think he's going to play against even bigger guys at the center spot? And they talking when he plays small ball. It doesn't matter, because if you notice, when JaVale McGee went off the court, we were getting a lot of the opposite teams were getting a lot of inside layups and dunks on us. A lot of backdoor cutting and stuff like that. And I'm not saying JaVale McGee is the best center out there, but he gives a better opportunity of playing defense, especially on our switching and on our help defense. Also, when teams are breaking our players down and making easier cuts to the basket, because a lot of our players, I won't call out the names right now, but a lot of players do sit and watch as our opponents just slide around them right to the to the paint. So seeing JaVale McGee is a big thing, but I don't like the idea of Kyle Kuzma playing center. LeBron James right now, I'm still trying to wonder how they're going to work the LeBron James finasco out. And what I mean by that is that now LeBron James has been playing power forward spot, but my thing at the end of the day is that LeBron James have to play that center spot when they go small ball. It make more sense. Like I said before in my video a while back that LeBron James can play the Julius Randle role. LeBron have to play that power forward spot. He cannot tear away from that that physical contact. He's too big of a guy to not, you know, play that center spot. He has to play it. They should not be putting Kyle Kuzma at that center spot. I think that's a bad idea to me personally, because they're going to be exposed in the season, you know, in the season to come. I hope that Luke Walton is just playing with it, but it's not going to work. I'm letting y'all know right now up front. Like I told y'all, I'm going to be real critical about the team and things that I see, because these things could be detrimental to the team that's going to prevent them from moving forward, and we're going to have big struggles. And it's not going to be just the point of them filling the sea because it's new faces and they're getting to learn the system and all that, but also the schemes that they'll be running. So these schemes that Luke Walton is coming up with, these ideas, I think is not in the best interest of the player. You're putting too much wear and tear on Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma is a like I say, he's a small forward. Yeah, he might get beat by some of the small forwards, but the thing is, at the end of the day, is that at least with some of the small forwards, he can actually match up pretty good with them. But playing that power forward spot, it depends on the small ball situation. But I would not want to see him at center. Now Rondo, now keep in mind, Lonzo Ball is actually out with his injury, so he's you know, not really out for the injury, because he's actually recuperating from the injury, so he's healing. So it makes sense for them to start Rondo. The only problem I have with this is that I want to know what kind of lineup Luke Walton's going to bring to the table. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the lineup that he started out with KCP and Rondo in the backcourt, then LeBron, Brandon Ingram, and JaVale McGee, it doesn't really give him a lot of floor spacing. Rondo, he can hit the three, but he's not a consistent three-point shooter, and he doesn't really have confidence in his three-point. He's not one of them type of guards that's going to take a lot of shots. You know, he's basically going to basically conduct the floor running, you know. And one thing I do like about Rondo over Lonzo, bear with me on this, I love Lonzo Ball, but the one thing I like about Rondo is that he's an alpha type of player. Lonzo Ball will be one of the players that's going to say, well, here LeBron, here's the ball, where Rondo is going to say, no, I'm bringing the ball down, the offense is going to run through me. And y'all watched in the 2 preseason games where Rondo was running the floor. LeBron James, he touched the ball, but not as much as Rondo touched it, which I like. You know what I mean? Because you need that individual that's going to compete with not only the opponents, but also with your players, to say, listen, I understand what we're doing here, but at the same time, let me do this in order to help our team gel, which makes sense. Because with him, and keep in mind, LeBron James, a lot of people fail to realize LeBron James is a pass first type of player. The only reason why he takes over is because he probably either lose confidence in his players, or he just don't have nobody. But let's always keep that in mind, because Dwayne Wade brought the best out of LeBron James. But I like the idea of Rondo. The only thing about it is that we got to find an opportunity to put the right players on the floor for more spacing. This is where Kyle Kuzma come in. I know a lot of people might say, well, Brandon Ingram is cool. Brandon Ingram is more ISO player, but you have that in LeBron. And if you go ahead with what's his daggone name, with Josh Hart, you got ISO players that can put the ball on the floor and go to the paint. So it's going to be a big decision for Luke Walton to figure out what's going to gel with that team, because at the end of the day, right now, they're starting 5. Just saying that this is the starting 5. The best shooter on that team right now will be LeBron James, with probably Brandon Ingram behind him, and then Josh Hart if they don't decide to start KCP, which I stated before a while back that they should never give KCP that money, because they could have re-signed Julius Randle, but they decided to give KCP that money. I'm not going to go into details about that, because we already had a discussion about that before, that, you know, it had something to do with LeBron James, the reason why he got that $12 million, which recently I said before that they could actually get that money to Julius, and Josh Hart could have started, which they're actually letting Josh Hart start now, because the 2 preseason games, KCP has not been himself. You know, towards the end of the season, he looked pretty good, but during the preseason game, he has not been himself. So we'll see. Like I said, it's still early. It's the preseason. I want to jump the gun on a lot of things. A couple of things I really want to talk about, but I'm going to do it in the next video. The Lakers got the Sacramento Kings tonight, so we're going to see what they do with the Sacramento Kings. But keep in mind, guys, like right now, I don't want to be too highly critique of them, because this is the preseason. There's a whole bunch of new faces, so I'm trying to see what Luke Walton's going to do here. I still have a big question mark over Luke Walton, and the reason why I still have that is because I want to see how Luke Walton demonstrate his coaching ability when it comes to the likes of LeBron James. You know, is he going to favor LeBron James, or he going to run his system? Because right now, him saying putting Kyle Kuzma at the center spot and telling him he likes it, that right there is a red flag to me already. I'm being honest with you, because I said LeBron James, he's much more physical. He should be playing the center spot when they go to small ball than Kyle Kuzma. It doesn't make sense. A lot of teams are going to expose that, and they're going to be beating the crap out of Kyle Kuzma. And Kyle Kuzma, what's going to happen is he probably don't even finish the season, because all the wear and tear on his body, banging down low with them guys, is going to take away his opportunity of playing on the offense. Because one thing about basketball is a mental game. So if you're physical with your opponent on offense, when they get on offense, they're going to be too tired to even create. If you go back to the 90s, that's what a lot of these teams used to do. They used to be real physical, that to the point, excuse me for the ambulance. But the teams will be real physical with their opponent, so that way it takes a lot out of the opponent, so they won't get the chance to actually showcase their offense because they're too tired. So I don't like the idea of Kyle Kuzma playing the center role. Just me. So we're going to see what goes on from here on out. Anyway, it's your man Herbal. I don't want to drag this video out. Like I said, a lot of other bright spots I want to talk about, but I'm going to put it in the next video. I'm going to watch the Sacramento Kings game, and I'll add some of the stuff I want to say in this video to that video. I don't want to drag these videos out too long because I know it's a lot of people don't watch these 10-minute videos. They probably watch no more than 5 minutes. But anyway, y'all guys, y'all be safe out there. Take care and have a blessed day. Love y'all.